Alright, I'm not dicking around, I think. Hmm. Alright. Let's give the Thumerian Descendant another go, shall we? Well then, didn't even really get any traction. how that one works, but okay. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking do it. Oh, goodness me. There you go. That's how you do it. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought I needed. A bit of a break from the game. I was starting to kind of lose my cool, my edge a lot. Get more frustrated. And apparently we'll need a bit of capital. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Yeah. If you watch the videos before this one, you're probably gonna notice how often I get like starting to get really angry. And I won't say that Bloodborne does nothing that doesn't piss me off. Really, I think it was a matter of me just getting more and more frustrated. Oh! I also kind of lost my general decent skill at parrying. Like, I'm not great at parrying, but I'm relatively good at it when I'm not, when I don't lose it. But for that fight, I had lost it. And then Rom was pissing me off, so I was starting to get more and more fucking irritated. Well, at least we're... I'm not gonna say it. I need shit tons of ritual blood. Jeez. How much does ritual blood cost? That's relatively expensive. Yeah. Still. It should be telling that I'm more willing to do this, what I'm about to do, like 9 times or so, than go to the Chalice dungeons to potentially get a couple of them lying around. Cause seriously, fuck them. Bosses are good so far. Tough and a pain in the ass, some of them, but generally I do think they seem well designed. I will say that some of them seem a little bit bullshitty, like the Watcher of the Old Lord. Yeah, the Watcher of the Old Gods, Keeper of the Old Gods. That was a boss where it just felt really unpleasant. I don't know. Ooh, boy, my timing was bad on that. Let's see. Someone's watching. How terribly shocking. Okay. Just a second. It's gonna take like 50 years to get this message seen. Because for some reason, the Twitch app has no ability to look back at old messages for some dumbass reason. I don't know why. Maybe I should look into the settings at some point. Oh, it's Lawman. That cunt. Okay. Oh no, I chased him off already. Oh, I'm sad forever. Whoa! That's a shame. I always hate when they give me shit like that instead of shit I actually want. Blood vials. 'Cause it's like with the Tempering Bloodstones, I have 50 of them, and they're useless. Like, it's useless to have more than just a couple because you only really, I think most players are only really going to be working with like 3 weapons or so. 3 or 4 is potential, but you don't need to work with more than that, as far as I've noticed. Plus the blood gems are removing. Oh well, at least okay. Oh good, they're completely fucking. Kind of useless from all angles, really. Mm. Oh no, I need fucking better ritual blood. Fucking great. Because you know what that means, right? That means I have to go through more of this shitty fucking dungeon. Alright. Blech. Alright, let's just remove this. As always, for something to be set to fire. Huh. Interesting. Well, see, you know, guys, if you had kind of drip-fed me stuff like that every once in a while, instead of just the same shit over and over again, this might not have been such a painful fucking experience the entire time. Well, no, we can't have that. It's gotta be the same fucking thing over and over again. Wait, this is a nice little cache. Alright then. Yeah. 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 That's about right. Really wish the game would just let me opt out of the needing to grind for materials. Oh, there's some ritual blood too, I guess. I need ritual blood too. 9 of them. I guess we'll get there eventually. Okay, that was amazing. Alright. Onward we go. I stopped to buy more bullets or something. Huh. You know, I want to complain about that boss. Just literally being a pig. Just needed more help somehow. But also, it was really fast and speedy. I don't really want to spend more time in these fucking boards than I have to. So, I'm good with it. Whatever, I guess it's a decent enough way to grind supplies and shit. That said, if this idea never makes it out of any of these games, I won't really cry. Oh! Oh, dear. There's some left, though. Oh no! Got what I deserved. Hubris. Beginning to not really. Yeah, the timing on the quick draw attack seems a little weird sometimes. Like, there's no way that should have still counted. I mean, it benefited me, so I'm not that against it, but I just think it's kind of funny. Alright. Let's see what's in this epic chest. Fire thing. Yeah. I think one of my basic goal right now is to be is gonna have to be is I'm going to attempt to open up a fourth dungeon. I'm going to have to attempt to open up the next tier because then I can get the 3 really quick. And I don't need to give a shit about this shit anymore. So I'm gonna have to check how close I am to that. I feel like. Okay, that's what it is. Big. But yeah, we'll just get rid of that old chalice dungeon. Pop up a new one. Okay, let's see what we got. Need, jeez, I need so much fucking ritual blood and yeah. Let's see what this is. This is a 3-man labyrinth. This is a. Let's see what kind of chalice this is. Huh. I just want to check and make sure I don't waste my time. Okay. Hmm. Alright, I was hoping I kind of cheat my way out of it. I'm kind of looking forward to just getting this fucking shit going. It's interesting that they kind of try to give the games a little bit of that kind of soulsy feeling of unlocking stuff. Like unlocking shortcuts. But at the same time, in Chalice Dungeons, it's so fucking... It's kind of pointless in certain areas. I understand that's kind of down to random generation. Which is entirely down to random generation. But it's like, I think that's kind of the whole point of what's wrong with these dungeons. The more and more that I play through them, the more and more I get a better feeling and opinion of why they're so fucking, like, bleh. I won't even say bad, so much as like just bleh. I think a lot of it just comes down to the fact that, like, a lot of love, care, Souls game, here, of course these areas aren't handcrafted. These areas are slapdashed together in a game that didn't need to have that. I mean, like, as you can see by this point, I'm done from being kind of like a lot more... I've gone from being more lukewarm to being more and more just like, yeah. Not the worst thing ever, being honest. Like, nah. But I mean, even Dark Souls 2 at least has some sense of progression. Which, I don't know if I've talked about this at length on here. And really, I shouldn't be too unfair to Dark Souls 2. You know, I bag on it quite a bit. Because I think it deserves it, because it's like the game could have been a lot better, but wasn't, because the team wasn't the Bloodborne and Dark Souls known patrons. I'm hopeful they can pull something good off again from the series. They seem to leave Dark Souls behind for one. I mean, even despite my issues with Bloodborne, Bloodborne is trying to do new stuff. It's trying to be this kind of fresher, interesting thing. And I have a lot of respect for that. I'm sure some people just clamor and they're like, I want a Bloodborne 2. It's like, well no, you had a Bloodborne 1, you don't need a Bloodborne 2. Let them work on something new in the Souls genre. Like, let them do something new. Yeah. As I've noted previously. Oh shit, I should drink my tea before it gets cold if it's not too late. Oh. Oh no. It's too late. My tea had begun to be... Alright, I think it's time to change runes. Honestly, I've begun to not really see the benefit of having more blood vials, because it's just a... let's see. Higher blood vial maximum, no. Blood rapture? Air. Let's see. Mr. Odak. Yeah, that seems good. I like how by this point in the game, what's his face? Garum is kind of just fucked off. Alright, let's see. Curiosity, that has 44 electricity damage. Yeah. It's not really super comparable, but I'm guessing Ludwig's Holy Blade with some electricity is just gonna be better. You know, I'm really curious whether or not repairing has any actual impact. Cause like, you know, I've barely been repairing my weapons throughout this entire game. Maybe that's why certain fights are so... No, that can't be it, can it? It would be hilarious if like all of a sudden the game became 10 times easier and it was like, oh, it's because I'm a dumbass. But I don't even know why they have it when your armor doesn't need repairing. Anyways, let's see. Is there anything new? least now we can hopefully get some more ritual blood. Hmm. Just a second, I need to check something quick. Oh. So you can't download shit at the same time you're playing it. You know, I bought this PS4 used and I never really regretted that decision because Sony just baffles me with their fucking thing. I mean, these are basic features that you should be fucking including in your game. Damn it. In your system. It's like, oh, it doesn't download shit while you're playing games. Why? Is it because I'm online and streaming? Fuck it, that. Oh. Jeez Louise. Good boy. Alright. Well, that was certainly a thing. So this guy's have bosses wandering around, huh? Couldn't even give me ritual blood. The one time I actually wanted it, you couldn't give it to me. You just gave me a shitty little bloodstone shard. And like, here's a previous boss that would have had to beat by now, I assume. Now here's a shitty little rock that's useless to you now. Maybe I should focus on more character leveling too. Maybe that's been making the game a little bit harder. Yeah, it might be a good idea to start doing that. They'll level every once in a while, but I find that what level are we? 42? That's not bad. I can level up more though. Should beef up my health and endurance. Those are always useful. Hey look, it's this room I've been in 50 times. Whatever. I do think it's funny how much recycling goes on between these games. Like, there's almost, well, yeah, actually, since Dark Souls, there's generally rats in them somewhere. Yeah, you can have your own opinions on liberal recycling, as it were. To me, it's a little bit... It is slightly more acceptable to me. In this instance, okay. Because it's a large city, and I would expect rats to be everywhere. That's okay. Plus, they do kind of change it and make them look even more fucked up. And I think their behavior has changed, so it's not just straight up recycling. Like the dogs from Dark Souls 3, which they totally recycled. Yeah. There's, I don't really hate Dark Souls 3 either, to be honest. I actually like Dark Souls 3 a fair bit, if I'm being completely straight, but there is some cynical recycling, and it's a little bit unfortunate that they felt the need to do that. I'm not surprised though. They had less time to work on it. But that's what happens when you have a fucking publisher and a deadline and all this shit. I mean, well, when I say that, what I really mean is when you have, like, a publisher who cares more about getting shit pumped out than, you know, artistic integrity. Although, you know what, it's probably a bit on drum too, because they acquiesced to it. It's easy to say, oh, it's the big name publisher, but I think developers should not be free of closer eyes. Some of them are totally complacent, and that's okay. Like, there are instances where you can't do anything about it. I get that. And I have sympathy for that, but there are instances where developers are, if not complicit, worse sometimes. It's an odd thing to consider, but really that's how it tends to go. Okay. Of course he has an item. Whoa! Yeah. Recycling, laziness, blah blah blah. Regardless, I do like Bloodborne from an artistic standpoint a lot more than Dark Souls 3. Now, I like Dark Souls 3. That was Ritual Blood. Was it Ritual Blood level 3? I didn't check. I have a lot more respect. Okay. For a Bloodborne than a Dark Souls 3 or well, yeah, no. Now oh jeez Louise. Guess I shouldn't have gotten into that fight. Because like with Dark Souls 3, it's got a lot more creativity to it than Dark Souls 2. And it's got a lot better level design, it's got a lot better everything, in my opinion, than Dark Souls 2. But at the same time, it's like, it's still Dark Souls 3. It misses the point. I think it's, and the thing is, I'm a little bit more forgiving of it too, because I feel like it's a response to, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2. Jeez, Ray, sorry, I was looking at something else. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's okay for today. Sorry it's nothing more exciting than getting through more Chalice dungeons, but I kind of want to get this content out of the way, and I think if I beef up my character a little bit more, it should be useful to the main game. Alright. Thanks for watching as always.